How I feel coming home after a 16-hour shift just to barely afford rent. No one wants to go in. He's making a joke here. You got to love the enthusiasm. But that's where it's at. The greed aspect. And I don't want to get too like conspiracy with you guys. I really don't. But I don't think any of this shit's by accident. I really don't. Like, I think the level of greed has just set in at such a high level. It's kind of awesome. You got to love it. God bless America, right? Anyways, this person goes, hey, Jack, I'm 29 years old. I was born in 1994. This is back to like we're programmed to just like work more. He goes, I'm a first-generation Mexican-American. My parents came from Mexico with nothing and managed to build a life for themselves. I grew up watching them do that, so I guess it's never been hard for me to work nonstop. But at the same time, since I grew up, watching my parents struggle, invested everything I had at like 25 years old, and this year I will escape the matrix. Yeah. But it's crazy to think that that's how we're literally raised, is just to more. Status. Who are you? What do you do for work? And it's getting to a point where, like, if money starts to not, like, do anything for us, less and less people are going to fucking be doing these jobs. Like, it's like, would you rather make, I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging out. This lady's having an epiphany right here. And I think a lot of the world, or at least America, is having the same epiphany that this lady's having.
Is anybody else just absolutely drained? So tired. And I'm 31. I'm not even close to retirement. Like, how, like, there has to be other people going through this. I mean, I've obviously seen videos. I don't live under a rock, but, like, this.
Well, you're about to live under a rock because that's all you're going to be able to afford. I'm just kidding.
This economy and, like, what's going on, this is, like, scary. Like, I work so much and so hard, but I'm still not comfortable.
Well, you got the red leather, baby. Come on now. Bitching with the red leather. Come on, girl. Shit, sugar. Just making a point.
Like, I'm still, like, I'm so tired. It's like being in a literal hamster wheel.
Only 40.
That's exactly what it is. It's never ending. And I don't think that this shit ain't by accident. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole with you guys, but I'm a corporation. You're a corporation. You're a corporation. Look it up. We're literally, all they look at us, and think about this, the status thing, before we let Big Daddy FM Smith finish us off here. Think about the status thing. People treat you and perceive you on who you are and what you do. So if you're a successful corporation person, you get treated a lot different. I remember that Andrew Tate guy. I don't care about for the guy. I don't know the guy, but he did say a genius thing one time. He said the only way to escape the matrix is to be uber rich or be homeless. There's no in between. And I'm starting. That actually makes all the sense in the world now.
Boomers had 13% interest rates in the 80s. We should be grateful that our interest rate's only 7.5%. Well, we got to run the numbers because in 1980, the median household income was $22,000. The median house price was only $47,000. The house price was just double the salary. And if you put down a 20% down payment and closing costs, it was only $11,000, which is half the yearly salary. So yes, you had a 13% interest rate, but because the house price was so small, your monthly payment with property taxes and homeowner insurance was only $485 a month, which is only 26% of your gross income. But fast forward to today in
Take notes.
2024, the median household income is $85,000, but the median house price is $415,000. It is 5x the salary. And a 20% down payment and closing cost is $100,000, which is more than our actual yearly salary. Now, our interest rate is only...
Yeah, look at that. 450. Look, over here, this is less than the salary. So the 11K is half of that. It's
7.5%, but the monthly payment is still $3,000. Someone making 85 grand cannot even qualify for this. If they were somehow able to, it would take 40% of their gross income, which would make them house poor.
So in conclusion, okay, this is something that I do, and unfortunately a lot of you guys are going to have to do. And a lot of you guys are going to end up doing whether you want to or not. I'm already prepared for it because I like this style of living anyways. So this person goes, I just don't understand why people can't go live with roommates or friends or family if they are struggling. Makes sense to me. Goes, why do Americans view living with others as a negative thing? Well, let's see. Everything's me. Selfishness has been promoted on a mass scale since we're born. That's why. Anyways, why do Americans view living with others as a negative thing? There we go. I have never ever understood this from the American people. It's all about status. It's all about what you own, what car you drive. Maybe that is where the problem is. Everyone is being judged consistently based on these things. This lady's really nailing it. And you really know what sucks? This is why people are struggling and everybody is broke. Let me add. Oh, she's still going. Okay, sugar. Everybody is trying to fit in the same shoe, and I'm sorry, but one size does not fit all. Yes. I've only lived alone once in my life for like 8 months. Technically, it wasn't even living alone. I was taking care of my father, who has dementia and no money. So it was actually costing me more money. But it was like I was living alone because he's no one's home. It's just a corpse walking around, making problems, not actually helping. So it's actually worse than living alone. Cost me more money and more messes to clean up. But other than that, I've always lived with a friend or I've lived with family. Always. Because I've always known this to be true. And I don't care what you do. Remember, I don't even know you. Okay? But this is what's going to happen. Everyone's going to be shacking up. Because you can't afford privacy. And you know what? If you want to work less, this lady, what she just said, this is part of the solution. And it's going to be one of the only solutions we have. Unless you want to go live in a car or the woods or a tent or a van. Or an office building. Which those are not even going to be affordable anymore either. Or either. Whatever. And speaking about not working so much, that's why I have 2 YouTube channels. I do these things because I understand that I have to have like 5 sources of income. And even before this was successful, I bartended and I had my own resale business on the side. And then I did my resale business for 2 years, but it got to the point where it was like $60K a year just wasn't enough and I had to go back to bartending. I know. It's pathetic. And now I'm doing this. I mean, I started this journey like 10 years ago, but it took me forever to figure this out. And even this is up and down. I have to play it super cool. Like, I have to be doing the most. And that's why I'm spreading myself out. Because if one of them drops, I have another one. Then I also have someone that lives with me to help with the bills. Anyways, take a hit and get the hell out of here. Good talk.